した俺のスピードにはついてこられないか捕まりやがれ
7/6 Connection of Bodies, Connection of Minds. Starting off with a tie, we have two scenes from the middle of the Heavens Fury, starring Sakura as the heroine of the scenes, and I'll be honest with you, Chief, these scenes are honestly incredibly forgettable and kinda bad, especially since they're both pretty much the same scene. These scenes tick off most of the criteria for what doesn't make a scene. The art? Mediocre. Funny dialogue? No. Music? As much as I love Pursuing Hearts, the track definitely started to get boring by this point. The worst part is that the replacement scenes are just better than these, and add way more in terms of developing their relationship. Some fucking how, a scene of Shiro cutting his finger and then letting Sakura drink his blood does more to develop their relationship than them straight up fucking. Twice! One thing that I'll give Connection of Bodies is that it fits really well into the story, as it happens right after the scene where Shiro and Sakura are in the rain, giving them a good reason to why they fuck at that specific time. Both scenes are a solid 4 out of 10. Number 5, Mind's Thirst. While barely being an improvement over the previous two, I think that the final sex scene in Heaven's Feel is probably Sakura's best one. The art here remains about the same, with the only noticeable differences being the appearance of Archer's arm in some of the new shots. The dialogue is a slight step up from what I can remember. I haven't read the scene since my first read through, but I can vaguely remember it being better than the ones that came before it. In terms of fitting into the story, I'd say that it is probably the weakest one in Heaven's Feel. The scene comes right after we get an interlude from Worm Man Zoken talking about killing the main cast. One small nitpick I do have with the scene is the fact that they reused Pursuing Hearts again, instead of doing what the previous routes did and just used a different song. It really is just a small nitpick and not something that matters all that much, but it does take away from the scene as a whole. In my opinion, at the end of the day, Mind's Thirst and the two scenes before it are incredibly similar to each other, with Mind's Thirst only being slightly better, but still better enough to warrant giving it a spot above them. This scene is a 4.1 out of 10 though. Number 4, Mind and Body. I don't know, man. I ain't got much to say about this scene. Shiro casts level 8 strength thing on his dick or something? I don't know. Music's good, I guess. Art ain't ass. I think I remember something about Shiro being like really out of character or something. But it doesn't really matter since it has the real Rin, so it's mid. 4.6 out of 10 because I can't be asked to change the list anymore. Only redeeming factor is that this scene leads to unlimited Kino works, so it's got that going for it, which is nice.